begun. Zeros, ones, the code is tight. Building dreams in the neon. Frank's World. Quantum leaps, AI streams. Frank's World. It's a dream. It's the dream.
Hello and welcome to Frank's World Live. I got to come up with a better branding intro for that, because for Impact Quantum and Data Driven, I got a great intro script thingy. But for this one, I don't always do that. So if you're just tuning in, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. My name is Frank Lavinia. You can catch me on X and I think Instagram and a few other socials as well as Frank Digs Data. You can check me out at the following URLs: franksworld.com, datadriven.tv, and impactquantum.com. Many of you know, I read a lot. I try to. I don't know what it is about a paper book or even a Kindle. As soon as I open it, the universe sends out this message, and every child, every pet, everyone that needs to reach me suddenly needs to reach me. So a few months ago, oh, it's a little dirty. I got this. This is came on recommendation from actually my manager. Shout out to you, Grant. He had gotten, I forget the name of the brand of it, but it was basically an e-reader, right? With e-ink. But it was literally the screen was 8.5 by 11, right? So it was exactly like a page that you would find. That reader was closer to $600 or $700, which, would I really use it? Would I really not use it? Turns out I saved my money. I got the DVX Spark. This was a good compromise. It is a Kindle, right? So it has a really cool cover. So I'll carry this around. People are like looking at me like I'm crazy. And then I open up and they're like, oh, okay. I actually get more commentary about the cover than I do the actual ebook. This isn't not exactly 8.5 by 11, but it's close enough that I don't feel, it feels very natural to read on this and whatnot. So for that in mind, I saw a Black Friday, Cyber Monday deal on this, right? Now, I know that there are color e-ink displays. And so the big difference is that when you look at like an iPad or your phone, right, that is actually a different type of technology. Okay, hang on. There we go. The focus. I got to get a better camera. Dear Santa, I've been mostly good this year. I would like a new camera. Anyway, so I figured I'd try it out, right? And as I was opening it last night or the other night, I was like, maybe I should do this for the camera. And it lost the focus again. So with that in mind, here you go. I do like the industrial design and the feel. I credit Apple with this, is that you kind of pull it and it creates a vacuum and it kind of softly comes out. And it does have a thing that says, welcome to the new world of color. And we're going to see what this looks like in a minute. It looks to be the size of my other Kindle, so that's good. I can reuse that case. Let's see. It comes with a charge cable. USB-C would appear. That's nice. You never have too many USB-C cables. Oh, that's cute. I thought there was like plastic in here. So you see how that kind of like shines? That's very clever. There's a quote there by Oscar Wilde. Mere color, unspoiled by meaning, and unrallied with definite form, can speak to the soul in 1,000 different ways. Oscar Wilde certainly had a way with words. So this is the usual important product information. Um, how to charge it and stuff like that. Kindle user guides on there. There's a QR code for setup. They have there's a term for this graphic style. I heard it called soulless big tech, but I'm pretty sure it's not the official name. Pretty sure. All right, so let's open the actual device. I do like the smaller Kindles because you could kind of like hold it in one hand. But let's see. Oh, we got this. I know people really like to watch unboxings. My traffic reports tell me that. Speaking of traffic reports, according to YouTube, um, only about 5%, somewhere between 3 and 7% of people who watch my content are subscribers. So I would humbly ask, if you're watching this on any platform that you can subscribe on, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps smaller channels kind of get noticed and picked up by the algorithm. And I will say 2025 has been very kind to me. All right. So there you go. There it is. So there is no backlight that I could tell. It is just e-ink. It's color e-ink. And let's see if I can, the buttons are all in the same place as the other Kindle. Okay. Well, apparently I might have to plug it in. It may not have enough power. Oh, wait, it's booting up now. There you go. At least I hope. Come on. I realize there's probably check to see, like, the first boot. Does it show any, confidential information? There we go. Oh, language selection, right? I do wonder, like, in terms of the user interface and the content availability, how much of it does take advantage of color. I know I have a bunch of ebooks kind of in the hopper that I'm going to try out on this, right? So pretty cool, actually. Um, speaking of ebooks, while that's cooking, I want to show you all Humble Bundle. So Humble Bundle is one of my favorite sites on the internet. There's so many ways that joke could have went. That's why I'm not making a joke. So many ways that joke could go sideways. They don't pay me. They don't sponsor me. I first found out about it about 2014, 2015 from a coworker who I think is still at Microsoft. Last I heard, he was working for at the garage, the Microsoft garage in Silicon Valley, and so I didn't see him at Ignite. I thought for sure I would see him at the garage booth. Um, so it's mostly a game site. So don't like look at it and think, what is Frank talking about here? Mostly it's games. But if you look, there's a section for books. So this is a great example. Speaking of people I used to work with at Microsoft, I sent them this today. Basically for 25 books, 25 bucks, 25, 16 books for 25 bucks. Say that 10 times fast. And this happens to be how do you get your certification? And you can get those. If you don't want to pay the full amount, I think they let you. No, I guess this is different bundles will have like different options, right? So there's a lot of NSFW content there, so I'm going to skip past that one. But so you get an $18 bundle is $36, about $2 a book. You can go as cheap as $1 for 2 books, right? Not all of them are cybersecurity, although the first ones that I did kind of pick were. Well, obviously, one of these is not about cybersecurity. So there's image comics. So if you like these old comics and stuff like that, part of the reason I got this Kindle is I wanted to see how good it was because I know one of my kids is really into anime and manga. Don't worry, as far as I can tell, it's not that weird manga. I actually saw Jujutsu Kaisen last night and very visually stunning. I think if I knew what was going on in this story, I would probably enjoyed it more. But here you go. So this is Microsoft certification prep. So for $25, you get 25 items. This is all the prep for the certification, and coding challenges and interview prep, right? It's a book bundle. Okay. Um, Gen AI engineering interview guide, right? So if you're kind of out there, what happens is each one of these bundles will benefit a particular charity. So in this case, it's Children's Miracle Network. Um, so each one of these bundles, you are giving some to charity, so that can help ease your conscience as you buy stuff. Ultimate Cybersecurity Career by Pact. Um, I might have bought this one. Yeah, I bought this bundle because I wanted this. Let's see. And let's see. We'll go here. And they also have software too, right? So they have basically games, books, and software. Software can be training too, right? So this is Learn Unity, right? So it's like intro to game design, that sort of thing. Um, and if you know someone who's a kid or an older kid or who wants to get into video game development, and honestly, that's how I started, right? I started coding, building my own video games on the Commodore 64. So they have that available. And what I like about this, they have audio stuff too, all sorts of stuff. Right? It runs the gamut. There's something here for content creator bundle. It's like sound effects and stuff. So there's plenty of stuff out there that is an option for folks. And what I really like is that these are EPUBs, so you can put them into your Kindle and whatnot, or whatever device you do. So I can set up on this Kindle. It's going to make me do the setup. Set up with my phone. Open the Kindle app. Let's see. Oh, I have 100% now. Where's my Kindle app? This is about as exciting as watching paint dry. Kindle. I don't have the Kindle app on my phone. Interesting. Okay. All right. Set up on this Kindle. All right. It is interesting. Whenever you buy a Kindle, you get an email saying like introductory stuff. I do like the fact that it has the same like size as the other one. So I should be able to drop this into the other connector. Incorrect password. I'm still not like 100% myself post accident. I can feel it. So if you're just tuning in, I had a car accident on Friday, and because the geniuses in my school system decided, all right, I'm going to try this again later. I'm going to try this again later. Maybe I'll put the app on the phone. But with that in mind, I got to get onto some other things. But I wanted to show folks kind of like what was in the package and what the experience is, and maybe I'll load some stuff up later. And definitely check out Humble Bundle. A lot of cool stuff. With that, I'm going to end the stream, and I'll talk to y'all later.